Hello, Sagittarius. How are you guys doing? Thanks for stopping in and clicking into this video. I know the CUSP readings are a little bit late, but thanks for your patience and your support of this channel. These messages for you guys are going to be from the time you're watching until the end of the calendar year, just because I'm running out of time and I've got some holiday readings planned, some special videos that are coming out. So this one is going to be more of a 6-week journey for us. And again, what we're going to do is we're going to pull a card from the Dreamers of Gaia Tarot, one for the late degrees of Sagittarius, early degrees of Capricorn, and then we're going to bring it together with a little bit of tarot, a little bit of Lenormand to see what's going on for you. So yes, I do want to wish you all the best in your journeys. I hope you're all feeling good, feeling most excellent in all things. Okay, that's my intention for the reading, is to promote well-being. So let's see, for the late degrees of Sagittarius, we pulled card Wisdom. Interesting that you've got this, because the Scorpitarians pulled that card as well for late degree Scorpio. So there could be something going on as far as the mental, as the mind goes for people that are in late degrees of their signs. Now, with this Wisdom card, what we traditionally see here is going within to find certain answers before we move forward, okay? Now, the bear that this hermit fellow is sort of wearing is very intent on making sure that needs are met. So take care of your needs at this time. Take care of any questions that you might have that are burning, and do that by entering into your sacred space and becoming aware of past experience and allowing your light to shine, allowing you to be sort of the center at this time, because wisdom is more than knowledge. It's more than understanding. Wisdom is what occurs when we combine all of these things to become still in a particular moment in space and time before we move forward or act from a place of emotion or irrationality. So it's a good card overall to see there. Now, for the early degrees of Capricorn, we pulled a 9 of Earth. So a 9, in tarot, this would be a 9 of coins. So some of you could be deciding what is best for you and spending time on yourself. So it's kind of like, this has some real sort of like hermitish feeling to it. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of you are just kind of wanting to like pull down the blinds and, you know, turn off the phones for a little while and really focus on self. This is things regarding beauty. This is things regarding taking care of spirit, taking care of one's own self through nourishment, through health, through exercise. And it's almost like you guys have gotten a jump start on becoming a better version of yourself in the next year. You're taking this next month of December to, even though it's a very busy time, I feel that you guys born on this cusp are really going to be settling down. You're really not going to be out doing a lot of the hustle bustle. You might all take care of it in a couple days, but really it's about making the home, making the sacred space, and making yourself as comfortable and as beautiful and as comforting as you need it to be at this time. So some of you going through some healing affirmations at this time and some healing processes. A lot of it is occurring in the mind, and a lot of it is occurring with your comfort in solitude, so to speak. The 9 of coins, the 9 of Earth, really speaks to lessons or situations that involve you taking the time to be with yourself, or outside circumstances forcing you to be in a position of solitude so that you can work things out with self before we're like working things out with other people, with family, things of that nature at this time, okay? So try not to feel down in the dumps or the doldrums, so to speak, of the holiday. If there's nobody around, it's kind of like, it's almost like if you can be grateful in your solitude and you can find solace in that, where you can come out on top, and it doesn't have to be forever. Nothing is ever forever. It's like just like a short time where it's like you may even find yourself wanting to withdraw from people in your environment, just because it's like people could be coming across as just being like too much for you. You give, and there could be just like people taking you for granted even at this time, and your mind or your intellect is telling you like something just isn't right. It's just not fair, and that sort of thing, where it's like when you're on your own. And when you're able to do your own thing and nobody is setting plans for you, you can accomplish the things you want to do, and you can feel good about yourself in situations because nobody is like sort of draining your energy, right? And that sort of thing. Okay, I feel like tarot is ready to go here. We're going to pull 3 cards to see what's going on for you guys. Some good, not bad cards to come up here, but I just want to make sure that you guys are comfortable in this, okay? Because it has a potential to be a very rewarding time, a very reflective time that you can prosper and learn from, as long as you're wise, your intellectual mind and your wisdom is telling you that it's okay. We don't have to be a part of the big scene, the big picture at this time. We can just be, we can just do this, all right? Now, we got some more pentacles. We've got a Knight of Pentacles coming up here. So the feeling is, for some of you, you might be kind of trying to get the reins in on some younger people in your life. This card always speaks to me. I always see children when I get this card. It's almost like younger minds and younger people could be like draining on your schedule or pulling on your schedule. It's a lot. If you got to get kids off to like figure skating or hockey or whatever it might be, it's like a lot of this could be happening very fast, and you may feel like there's not enough time to do stuff. All right, so it's going to be very important for you in the months leading, or sorry, in the weeks leading up to the new year, to really make sure that, you know, if you can find a few days to have somebody else maybe come in and help care for kids so that you can have some time to yourself is very important. And it could be a time where it's like you're needing to settle certain people down. And the Knight of Pentacles as well, there could be a gift coming to you, and it could be somebody that is wanting to present themselves to you at this time, wanting to come into your environment and spend some time with you. And as well, this could be just like an actual physical gift that is coming your way in the very near future, even before the actual holiday season arrives, although we're kind of in it. The Knight of Pentacles as well is kind of saying, like, watch your spending, make sure that you're not overextending yourself financially, and just take the time to really evaluate and make sure that you're not going to go too far into the red over the holiday season as well. Okay, Knight of Pentacles up there. It speaks again to that slow moving energy, coming into your sacred space, coming into your place, taking care of your needs, and not going too far forward, too fast, all right? Because that's where the risk, I feel, lies for you in this time coming up. 5 Pentacles, there we go again. We see it. We have the potential to run ourselves short materially. We have to take care of our needs, and we have to make sure that we're comfortable. If we're feeling like, you know, maybe you don't have enough to go out and do the things that are other people are doing, or maybe it is a blessing in disguise if you did not receive an invitation out to the thing that everything is doing. And don't allow any guilt to creep in if you just absolutely say, no, you know what, I can't come to this party, I can't come to this Christmas party, I can't meet the family on this particular day because flying across the country or driving 3 states away is just not feasible for me at this time. Don't allow any guilt to come in as a result of that, okay? 5 of Pentacles, there is, it comes back to this. It's like, gather. It's a gathering time with you. Bring things in. Don't spend. Don't expand. Don't push outward. It's more like bringing in, okay? And it should feel comfortable. It should be done without any sort of guilt, or if you feel like if somebody's making you feel let down as a result of this, don't allow them to do that. Just say, I've got to put my needs, I've got to put my children, I've got to put my basic essentials first, okay? That's going to be paramount. Wow. Pentacles, Pentacles, Pentacles. So some of you are definitely involved with an earth sign here, right? Or this Capricorn side of you could be taking kind of control over this cusp sign for you, where it's like the practicality, the regimented schedules, doing things day in, day out, for your sense of stability is going to be paramount, and it's going to be sort of taking control. So that Sagittarius side is like, we should be doing more, we should be giving more, we should be going out, we should be socializing. But Capricorn is saying, nuh-uh, no way. Let's look at our bank accounts. Let's look at the time we actually have. Let's look at the things we need to get done. And it's going to kind of prevent you from actually being too giving and too too stretched out. Capricorn is going to like sort of put his foot down with this King of Pentacles and say, no, we're going to do this. Slow and steady wins the race, and it's just a situation where it's important for you at this time to feel this way. And with the King of Pentacles, it's like there's no doubt in my mind that it's just going to happen for you. And outside influences, although they may come knocking, they may come calling, it's like it's just not going to feel right, or it's just not going to be the right time for you. So you're going to be using that word no. You know, and a lot of people don't like to hear that word no, but sometimes it's like it's just going to come naturally for you, and it's going to be fine. And whether it's with children or whether it's with extended family, or yeah, that's where I'm seeing it mostly. It's like, yeah, you kind of sometimes got to put them in their place and say, you know what, I'm a member of this family, I'm a part of this, but you know what, I can't be a part of this unless I have the time and the space for me to recuperate, to be myself, and to rejuvenate things when it comes to spirit and self. Because you know, if it's like it's always drawing, and it's like sometimes the bucket goes to the well too many times, and you're there at the top and saying, well, you know what, my wishes might not have come true yet, and I keep hauling this bucket up for everybody else but me. There's a time where it comes to say, you know what, you're going to have to go to the next well for this one, or you'll have to come back a little bit later because I'm just not feeling it at this time. Okay? Sagittarius, it's okay. Don't worry. All right, here, again, it's combined with the gift. Somebody is going to show you a token of your appreciation, and it's going to be received in a lot of love, in a lot of good feeling and good understanding. You may get a surprise from one of your older children, from some of you, somebody coming back with a success story, return, like the prodigal son or daughter returns home with great news, and there could be like blessings, material blessings in it for you, and there is a potentiality for growth and a stronger connection in a mother-daughter, a father-son, or a, you know, father-daughter, you know, however it works out, relationship where it grows stronger based on an understanding of like now things are feeling more secure than they were before, either in your life or in their life. So a good card to see, a good clarifier to see there on that one. Okay, for this Five of Pentacles, we've got the Sun card up here. Okay, and this speaks heavily to our time, all right? If you're feeling like there's not enough time, maybe we've got to do things like maybe we got to turn the TV off a little bit earlier at night. We got to make sure that we're feeling rested. Early bird gets the worm kind of thing. If we want to talk old cliches, that's kind of one of these things where it's like you're going to need the clock. It's not really like your enemy, but it's kind of like almost like a bit of an adversary. It's ticking away on you on some particular things where it's like as long as you can free your schedule up, you're going to actually have to manifest a little bit of time and make some time up here in certain situations. It's like it's going to be December 31st before you know it, sort of thing. So let's make sure that, you know, the daily responsibilities, try and get ahead on those, and then you'll be able to find time to like open up the books or get done what you need to get done for yourself and everyone else around you, so time doesn't seem as disadvantageous as it's almost presenting itself to be. This is a strong card to say Sagittarius is going to push you, but Capricorn side of you is going to want to be holding you back. So I don't envy you guys in this reading through the end of this year in any sense of the word, but I do empathize in the fact that you're being the cusp for you guys at this time. It's almost like it's pulling you apart a little bit, and I know you guys like we'll have some birthday celebrations coming up right around that time, and there's going to be a lot of people knocking at your door, asking you, talking to you about things, and it's just like don't worry too much about it. It's going to, the time will sort itself out. The new year will arrive, and you don't have to worry about it. Okay. Stay true to yourself. That's what Puppy is saying here with this King of Pentacles. Don't be worried that you can like sometimes be like a little bit, you know, too much, like people are calling you a stick in the mud. Oh, so-and-so doesn't want to go out and do this. They're always just like doing this other thing. It's like, stay true to yourself. You don't have to bend and flex for other people at any time. And again, this thing with loyalty to others is very important, but it's got to be done with integrity. You can't just go along just because it's like, oh man, if you're out doing somewhere with something and some people and you're not really enjoying it, they're going to notice. So you're actually better off being loyal to yourself and say, you know what, I got a million things I got to take care of. in order to be ready for what's coming up. So, you know what? Maybe I am just the old fuddy-duddy again, or I'm not coming out again. But I've got to stay true to myself. I got to stay true to plans that I have already preset for myself in the past. Because the King of Pentacles, he's the one that will take care of these details until every last bit is done and they feel certain in a finished product, or that something is done to 100% completion before they move forward, right? But Puppy, he just wants to come out and play, right? And sometimes there's not always that time. It's funny, canines, dogs, and it's funny, with Pentacles, both the creature, the canine creature, and this earth sign, it speaks heavily to me of time. There's something going on here where it's like there's not enough time, or it's like you're feeling like time is moving too fast or not fast enough, or something like that. You got to try and get yourself out of that headspace as best you can and focus on yourself in the present moment. Okay, Sagittarius, these were a little tough to see into. We had a lot of time things going on, but there's a connection that is going to be solidified. For a lot of you, it will be with self. For some of you, it will be with immediate family. And I want to make sure that you guys are feeling comfortable. Do not allow guilt and do not allow loneliness to come into your frame of mind. Don't allow it into your sacred space at this time. And you know what? These next 6 weeks will fly by. And if you do have this focus on self and completing your projects and your securities, it's like January is going to open up nicely for you. All right? Pleasure to read your cards as always. Love you lots, and we'll see you next time.